So the golf swing is and let's see, let me read this real quick. Okay. So if you're anybody can achieve the level of golf that they believe that they can play.
Yeah.
And that they desire. So when you're like, Miles, this is what I want, I'm like, you wouldn't have that vision if you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's the same thing in your career, right? Like, you want to go into law because you know you can be a lawyer.
Yes.
You know what I mean? If it was like, I don't know, think of a career that like you're like, hell no, I would never do that. You know what I mean? You're like, that's just not me. You know what I mean? I always make the guitar comparison. Like, I knew I was never going to be Eddie Van Halen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to play like that. Like, I play like Pete Townsend of The Who, Keith Richards. I'm like, yeah, I can play that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
And I think that you say that for golf, I think that translates to the highest level too. Like the reason, like Tiger, Scotty, Rory, they achieved those because they're the only ones manifesting. Like, yeah, I'm going to win the Grand Slam.
Correct, because that's what they see for themselves.
Harrison
Exactly.
English probably doesn't think that way.
He doesn't.
He won't.
Exactly.
And he won't.
Yeah.
I love HE though.
He's great. I like him too. He's cool.
That's just he's not thinking I'm going to conquer the tour and win 6 majors in 4 years. Like,
correct.
That's just not how those. But like the greats do think that. I think golf's a great way to think that. Like,
it is.
It's a great, yeah.
It's just a principle of quantum physics, really, is what it is. So if golfers are not achieving the level, so a lot of the people I teach are raw beginners, right? So I have to teach them what is the golf swing, but people that are already golfing that come in, they're like, Miles, I believe I can shoot in the mid 80s. I'm shooting high 90s right now. I look at their form and I'm like, okay, well, your thoughts are not in alignment with physics.
Yeah.
It's not what is. So of course you're not getting the results because your results are not accurate to your thoughts, your ideas, your concepts, the framework you're operating under is not accurate to reality.
Yes.
Which is good news. So then the process is really simple. I change your mind and you change your swing. I make it make sense. I show you the physics in a humanistic way to where you're like, okay, shit, that's clear as day. Your mind changes, your understanding changes. What's going to happen your very next swing? You're going to make a different swing.
Yeah.
You're going to produce a different action immediately because now you have a different idea. And then you have new potential, new possibilities because now you're bringing a different framework of thinking, a different swing, and bam, new stuff starts to happen. Usually happens within the first 8 swings, I say. I always say give it 8 swings. 8's the number of transformation, and then the next piece about golf that everyone is concerned about is consistency. Okay? So most golf coaches teach the body, how to move your body to move the club. And I see some of that here in your form. A lot of it's pertained to the body. And so the body, we know of our understanding of neuroscience, the body is what Freud would call the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
It is not the thinking mind. Okay? Yes. So it is very hard to consciously control the body and have consistency. It changes autonomously on its own. But if I said, repeat the thought, I drive a white car, you could probably do that on command. Mm-hmm. So that's where we want to get the swing.
Yeah.
Where it's down to a thought that controls your actions, and then as long as you're consistent in the thoughts that lead to the desired actions, you can become pretty damn consistent.
Yes.
Obviously, the golf course presents variables and stuff. You get a bad lie, you misread a putt, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Course management is a whole different
stuff. Sure, right? But besides that, you're gonna be able to take the same swing to the course every day.
I can literally see what you're. One of one of the biggest struggles that you'll see in my swing is that I like almost stop at contact, but that's literally because in my mind I can't picture like I can watch a beautiful swing like a young Rory or something like that and be like I just cannot picture myself like following through the ball, and like you'll see it, but it's because of my mind. I'm telling you. Like,
It's because your mind and it's all about the understanding. So then the process goes like this. At the first few sessions, usually the first two especially, are a lot of teaching.
mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of swinging. A lot of me. This is kind of us getting into the sauce.
Yes.
Next time, be even more teaching. You're gonna leave here with some powerful stuff today, though. Then, as the sessions go, I actually teach you how to observe yourself as you're doing it, and you're a really powerful coach for yourself. And then I do coach, and I help you integrate it and get to the level. So there's kind of 3 layers to this. From zero to golfer is kind of what I would call basic conscious competency, the ability to play golf. Whether you want to be an artist golfer or not, you still need that same basic framework. And then getting into, say, a level where you're shooting in the 70s or whatever, then there's some more understanding about how to approach different aspects of shot making.
Yes.
that elaborate a little bit on the context that you need to know.
Yes.
But it really comes down to what are the main macro concepts. I kind of alluded to one already. All that gets addressed in this basic form. What are the 3 fundamentals, which are 3 observable truths of a pendulum, because the golf swing is a pendulum. It's a pendulum swing. Pendulum is the only swing that exists in the universe. There is no other swing. You know what I mean, right? They're all just derivative of pendulums, right?
Yes.
You know what I mean? So the pendulum physics apply. And
is this a mic? This is sick.
it is, yeah. I have this. I don't have it set up yet, but it's supposed to be a podcast studio.
Podcast mic? Oh
yeah,
my God,
I know,
so
it's kind of dope, right? Yeah,
so sick.
I know.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good.
You were cooking, but go on.
No, you're good. So anyway, so that's kind of how it works, and the process, right? So it's usually good news because no one ever comes in with the form with all their ideas correct. If their ideas were correct, they wouldn't even seek golf lessons because they'd already be succeeding. So the good news is you're not getting the result because your ideas aren't getting you there. So then that's awesome because all we got to do is change the ideas and then you're going to get new results.
Yeah.
So the next part of the process is that we'll go in the studio. I'll have you swing, warm up, hit a couple balls. I'll take a video of your swing just as a baseline.
Mm-hmm.
I don't look at the result of your swing. I'm gonna look at this form. I'm gonna see what other ideas you're bringing to the table that are producing your swing, and then we're gonna start telling the story.
The one I could not figure out was the arms. I have no idea what the arms are meant for the golf swing.
You're gonna learn that today. You're gonna learn that today.
I'm pumped.
You're gonna learn a lot of stuff today. First 2 sessions you're gonna learn a shit ton, especially you, like, because here the only time where the process can be challenging is if your answers are not in alignment with reality.
Yeah.
And that's not the problem. But if you answer how well do I believe these to be true, and you answer 5 out of 5, now I gotta really work on you to bring you down to reality.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or if someone is like, I have a student that they were already a pretty good golfer, but they had reached their ceiling because
they were so stubborn.
No, their framework of swinging was totally jacked, but they had figured out how to play pretty good anyway. But that's going to be the ceiling. So there's so much deconstruction. It's like I gotta bring you back and then build you within just a natural double pendulum freaking golf swing, and so that can be a process. But this is going to be great. Let's go in and check it out, man.
Yeah, bro.
Grab a 9-iron. go ahead and start swinging. That was cool. Good. Oh, with the simulator, you get the
Always in
ball.
front of it.
So you'll see there. Okay, you see how there's like a white box, and then the ball graphic will come up. So it's kind of like,
There we go. So I speak green.
and then it will turn green. It just there's like a 3-second lag on it.
If this right miss, that's just.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because I don't follow through. I like hit it and.
Let me go back to the form here. Hit 2 more balls. Okay. All right. Let's get into it. So we'll just roll from the top. Have a seat. So I think today we're going to learn all the body macros.
Okay.
And probably I'm just going to tell you the whole story of the macro concept. So I call
Yes.
this stepping inside the lens of the pendulum, seeing it clearly.
Yeah.
So, so the golf swing's a pendulum. It's when we're trying to produce speed and a power, we're going to make it a double pendulum. So we got an arm and an arm, and we use a double pendulum kind of basic motion. Okay. So this is the first macro concept explains why golf instruction is messed up. Okay, like I was explaining in there, most coaches are going to tell you, turn your shoulders, bend your thing, external, internal, all these biomechanical terms, right? But we know the body is subconscious. The thinking mind mysteriously has this profound conscious ability, though, to control your hands and your arms. Okay? the subconscious responds to input, responds to energy, responds to motion. It operates on prime directives. Prime directives are simple statements that the subconscious will do a lot of sophisticated computer work basically to achieve that result. One of the things that we learn to do in life is balance. Stand up.
Yeah.
Right? Very important. We realized early on that, man, if I can't stand on two legs, life's going to be tough. So our brains figure out how to do that, okay? And so this is the whole deal, okay? When you throw a ball, throwing it with your arm, your thinking mind is controlling your arm. I'm going to throw a curveball, I'm going to throw a slider, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What always happens right before that? You step.
Yeah.
Okay? No one's pitching with their left foot. You know what I
Right.
mean? So in golf, we have this thing called the turn and the pivot, created by the club. So now let's look at this a little bit more, okay? So big thing in coaching today is power comes from the ground. They love to talk about that, okay? Well, the ground ain't gonna move my club for me,
Right.
okay? My hips don't even necessarily move my club for me.
Right.
My torso can move the club, but can't produce a golf swing that way. And this answers your question, what do the arms do? Well, the arms move your club pretty good. See, the arms can swing. You can literally swing your arm,
Yeah.
right? So we need to swing the club. So we gotta swing our clubs with our hands and our arms. It's the only thing that we can do it with. You know, a lot of people go on Instagram and tell you to have passive arms in the golf swing. It's not possible, right? Like how could I fling my body enough to have truly passive arms? You see
Yeah.
what I mean? It ain't ever gonna happen, right?
Yeah.
But if I swing the club and I keep my body passive, see, the club's moving it.
Keep your body passive and
Body
you swing.
passive and the club active.
Yes.
When you're learning the golf swing, when you're thinking about what do I gotta do with the golf swing, the whole deal is what do I have to do with this golf club? And then the club is going to animate your body for you,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if I'm making a chip shot, a little pitch, my body moved less. If I'm making a putt, my body moved as it needed to for a putt. If I'm hitting this ball hard, it flings me around. So it's great. So all you have to do is learn one golf swing,
Mm-hmm.
and your body will always be harmonizing with that as long as it is in a place to be responsive.
Yeah.
Which means passive, which also can be relaxed. So tension is the enemy, as I say.
Yeah.
So that's the number one thing. So we want to become club conscious golfers. The word golf is actually a Scottish word for club. The word golf is club. It's a club game. It's not a ball game.
Yeah.
It's a club game. So that's it. So that's the number one thing. And then I kind of explained macro concept number 2, but just to go over that, the second most important thing you need to know about golf is where does the power come from? Power is the speed. It's not the physical exertion necessarily. We can be fast without being strong through the motion. It's about being quick. Okay? So the speed comes from the ability to swing, and you just learn that. The hands and the arms. When you get into container number 1 and you start practicing this way, you're going to be able to hit, well actually, at first you'll hit it further than you do now, but when your swing gets to the level it needs to get to, you'll be able to hit every club in your bag 90% of your max distance with your feet touching. This explains even more, power doesn't come from the hips or the legs or the torso, which most people think, right? And why do you think that? Because that's the narrative that's out there. You know, you haven't taken golf lessons, but you've played with somebody who said something, or you saw it on YouTube. Like, it's just out there. Do you know what I mean? You know, you heard it from whoever, you know. So that is the narrative, right? And that's the reason why golf is the way it is right now. If you go back in time, golf used to be taught well until about the mid '80s when it started to go downhill.
You know, like the what is it, Ledbetter or
Not a huge Ledbetter guy.
what about Butch Harmon,
So Harmon is
the goat?
well. So what do the Harmons teach? Okay, all they teach is L to L with the club. Make an L, make an L.
Yeah.
Double pendulum.
Yeah.
They're real simple. They don't get into the biomechanics and all that stuff. You know, he's kind of Butch Harmon's like he's a great attitude guy. Really helps golfers kind of have a champion mindset, and he teaches L to L. What did he working with Tiger? The pause at the top, which is my container number 2, so that's really good.
Nice.
It helps you execute fundamental number 2, which we'll get into. I don't want to tell you that story just yet. You're going to get there probably either later today or probably our next session, but anyway. So yeah, Harmon teaches fundamental, real fundamental. That's why he's so great. He doesn't try to put his own stamp on it. Notice all his players have their own looking swing. He just teaches the same fundamentals to all of them, which is what I do. All my students, they have their own swing. I'm just here to profess the fundamentals to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, not my fundamentals.
Yeah.
Right? Not my swing method.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't invent the double pendulum.
Yeah.
You know? All the coaches that teach their method, and they're like, with my 5 easy swing tips, you'll never hit a bad shot ever again, and just do this, it's like, all that's whack. I call that house of cards. As soon as you don't do one thing that they say, the whole thing falls apart. So there's not a lot of good coaches right now.
Yeah.
Really not a lot. It's scary. Or alarming, I should say. It's alarming. So then the third macro concept just completes the story. This is very important to understand. Golf swing exists in time and space. It is made for motion. It is a dynamic swing. So the other big pitfall with golf coaching is this positional framework of the golf swing. You stop the club here and we're there. You stop the club here and we're there. All this stuff. All those positions are a dynamic response between the club and the body. You're swinging the club is always moving the body, and there's an interplay. And the audio system, the visual system, the nervous system of the body, they're not in the same time.
Yeah.
We know that from Heinz Poppel's work. They're in delay, slight
whose
delay.
work?
Heinz Poppel, Marius's mentor.
Who's?
Marius's mentor. He's a German neuroscientist.
Yeah.
He did a lot of great studies, and he calculated exactly the delay between the visual system, the auditory system, the nervous system, your mental system, all these things. They're all in this interplay. So it's kind of like syncopated music. So as you swing the club, because of that syncopation, you're going to get things like lag. You're going to get things like weight shift and all this stuff. You're not trying to do any of those things in the golf swing. All those beautiful, famous positions of the golf swing that, you don't want to be here, you want to be whatever. That's all going to be a byproduct
Yes.
of just doing a basically
Yes,
good golf swing.
Yes, and just knowing the science of what's right.
What's right, exactly. And so I always say lose the pictures. You have golfers, right, that like they've studied golf, they have a lot of ideas about what it's supposed to look like. I say lose the pictures. Lose the pictures, be concerned with just swinging the club in real time. So that's the main gist. So you've kind of seen me do some stuff now. Now I want you to come back up here, and I want you, learning is about creation. It's about creating something new. So I want you to play. I want you to just take what I said, don't have to hit a ball right away, just be like, okay, so, all right, I don't have to produce the power with anything other than swinging the club. My hands and arms are going to do that for me. I kind of got the gist of this double pendulum thing. That doesn't look too complicated. Then let me just kind of start messing around. Be like, oh, okay, that's a little, interesting. You know, and then go to the ball. My only advice about the ball is focus on the club so much that the ball becomes irrelevant to you.
Focus on
The club, focus on swinging the club so much that the ball becomes like you're
Yeah.
having a daydream.
Yeah.
You're not aware of what's going on in the room.
Yeah. It's just me and the club.
Just you and the club. The ball's going to be there. Your subconscious will figure out how to hit the ball. That's awesome. There he is. Good. Really good. Nice, Everett.
Nice. Let's go. That.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's like this. Oh.
Yeah. Good idea. Good thinking.
Let's go.
Good thinking. All right. Yeah, get those good ideas flowing. There you are. Okay. Probably move it a touch towards you. Yeah, leave it there. Give it like 4 seconds.
Dude, that's like.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Go ahead and just go ahead and hit it. I don't know what the box is doing right now. Okay. All right. Let's you need to learn fundamental number 1 next. So, and we just gotta pull out an idea. I will say this thing is, oh, there it goes.
There are.
All right. I see. It likes to live a little bit behind the sensor. Okay, great.
Dude, you have an insane technology setup here.
Yeah, this is True Golf. So these are the guys
What is
that
this
are.
right here?
That's an audio thing. So what I'm trying to get eventually is this full broadcast setup, but I thought I could do it all with this computer. Now I have to build a second computer, and I need to hold off on that for. It's not the best use of my money right now.
Yeah.
So, but that's gonna be phase 2 here. I'm set up for it, because I think it'd be awesome content to live stream all my lessons and stuff. And,
Dude, yes.
you know what I mean? Probably the best marketing I could do.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
so I'm getting there.
I'm kind of oh my god, yeah, they kind of just broke my brain for a second. Just
It
trying to
did, right?
Think about the club.
Think about the club and everything. So I want you to leave here with even a little bit more. That's plenty to. That's kind of the main point of today.
Do you ever put any of your teachings into writing? Like
Yeah. So
like
I'm working on that.
that fundamental you just told me about focusing on where the club is
Powerful.
and not the stuff like. Do you have that in do you have that in writing yet? To like.
Yeah. So here, I'll show you real quick just to
Because
take
if you
a segue.
send me that, like after the lesson,
Here.
fuck.
Actually, yeah. Here, check this out.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck yes.
There you go.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
Okay, bet. But go
There you
on. No, because
Yeah.
that's how I learned. You know.
Exactly. Perfect. So
It's visual.
Exactly.
Visual and through experience.
So I'm creating my golf school right now.
Yeah.
My first filming date is next Sunday. I have my curriculum all tabbed out, and I have a Google Notebook LM of like all of my lessons all in there. So like if you query it, it will be accurate.
Mhm.
Like it's a. So yeah, that's because a lot of this stuff, right? Like it's great to come and have an in-person experience, but you could learn that through the written word or through watching a video.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's all educational, you
Yeah.
know? Okay, so now check this out. You want to take a hit of that?
Oh yeah.
Are you good?
No,
Okay.
it's just
No,
fine.
here, have a seat. Take this out. So, okay, fundamentals. So those are macro concepts, big picture concepts. Okay, fundamentals are, you can see it. It's derived from our clear understanding of pendulum physics. So fundamental number one, and then we got to lose one of the pictures today, and then I'm gonna try to work you through this, and see where you can get to the next 10, 15 minutes. It's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, I got the pendulum swing. I just showed it to you quickly in the room, actually. Obviously, the fulcrum is passive. It's rotating passively. Our bodies are rotating passively. It's great. The club head is leading the shaft and the passive rotation. The club head is always traveling first. Would you say that is true?
Yes.
That's-
In this, yes, I would.
Yeah, right?
Yes, it is.
If I'm to start moving, the club
Yes.
head is leading the rest of it.
Yes.
That's what's true about pendulum physics. The club head's leading. So now, okay, if you were to, and I can probably pluck something out for you right now. So if I'm making this double pendulum, okay, the one thing that has to be true about it to make a good golf swing is the club head is leading through the motion. You see how I'm moving the club head first around my body? I'm essentially swinging the club head.
Yeah.
Ernest Jones, that's a good golf book. Old school book, Swing the Club Head. Old school book. He has a book called Swing the Club Head. Okay?
What about Ben Hogan's Harvey Penix? Or do you have
Harvey Pinnick's my guy.
do you have some
besides-
problem with the 5 fundamentals or whatever?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, so part of it is the fucking pictures.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
yeah.
giving you all these pictures.
That are not illustrative of what he's actually writing.
And look, man, I mean, not to get too deep into the weeds, there's a psyop going on in golf. Like the whole world. I mean, like, let's be real. Like, I mean, you know, like it.
The Golf Instruction Industrial Complex.
It is. I have a whole book on it, dude. It's called The Golfer's Manifesto. I haven't got it published yet. I have a freaking 40,000 word book on the subject that I wrote.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
Miles, we gotta go. Oh man.
We gotta get that out there.
Dude,
I know.
Yes.
So it's crazy, dude. It really is. So yeah, golf instruction is. Look, so Hogan, man, like, he just says too much contradictory things, and then he gets in front of a camera, and it's almost like he's being told to say something that's whack. You see it, like, I've seen interviews where, like, they start speaking truth, and then the interviewer's like, you know, don't right? You know, and I'm like, oh my god, like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Sorry to distract
No,
you.
no,
What were you saying?
you're good. So, I mean, Hogan himself, yeah, he had a fucking awesome swing. You
Yeah.
know,
He was considered the GOAT before Jack.
yeah, because he was.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Hogan, Mo Norman, and Tiger Woods are the 3 best ball strikers of all time.
Mo Norman, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Mo Norman just had the tism. You know
He
what I mean?
literally was
Like,
tiz.
he just tizzed out so he
That
could
guy
just
could
do
not
it.
go on tour.
No. He tried, and then it didn't work.
He's just a driving range hound.
Exactly. But Harvey Pinnick is I have all his books. They're the first books I read on golf when I was like 6. I read all his books. He's the greatest. Harvey Pinnick's the greatest coach in golf history.
Yeah.
Right. Harvey Pinnick's the
Hunting's
greatest
coach,
coach, and then Marius is famously not a coach. He'll be like, I'm not a coach. I'm a teacher.
Yeah.
You know, so Marius is a teacher. Harvey's not really much of a teacher, but he's a phenomenal coach. Everything that he says is true. He just says swing it like a weed whacker. But what is that? Double pendulum again, right?
Yeah.
Swing it like a weed whacker. You know. So, and he coached a lot of the game's greats. Ben Crenshaw, Tom Kite. So I love him.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, Jim Flick, who coached Jack, you know, he's talking about the arms. Bob Toski is talking about the arms. Manuel Del Toro is talking about arms. Everybody's talking about arms until 1985, when they started wheeling video cameras out on the driving range, and then it became about positions, and then they started talking more about positions and body, and then they started Then TrackMan came out. So then it became about ball flight and all this stuff. And then people started coming up with their swing methods, like Hank Haney and David Ledbetter. Now they all have their different spins on things, right? And then they bring out ground force plates and 3D motion capture, and now it's about they're measuring the consequence and then trying to get you to replicate the consequence. But it's not the cause.
Yeah.
Why are their feet doing that? You know, if I swing the club over here, of course the weight went in my right foot.
Yeah.
If I swing the club back over here, of course it goes into my left foot. But can I swing the club by moving my weight between my feet? Just doing that? No.
Right.
Then if I have to move the club and do that, now I got to think about all these things. The golf swing lasts 1.2 seconds. Good luck. You know what I mean? Like, you know, they're like, Miles, you know, you're a great golfer. You must be. How do you compute all this shit? And I'm like, I don't. I couldn't do that either. You know what I mean? It's impossible, you know? So anyway, fundamental number one, club heads leading. Okay, so one of the pictures, tell me what one of these pictures relates to you. On the downswing, holding the angle, or getting the hands forward in front of the ball, any of that ring true? You ever heard anything like that?
I have heard hands forward, yeah.
Hands forward?
Yeah.
Okay. Keeping the face pointed straight at the target for
I
accuracy?
haven't heard that.
You don't, okay.
I
you
know
don't
about like
the-
always being cautious of where the club face is.
Don't be cautious of where the club face is.
Don't be.
No, let it go. Let it go. It's all going to work out. It's all going to work out. Inaccuracy comes from pendulum chaos. So if you start getting real active with your body, look at that. I start moving the primary fulcrum all about. No bueno.
Yeah.
But if I got this thing swinging, because we play on the side, club face is always in motion. But as long as I don't get this going crazy, it always returns.
Mm-hmm.
So don't worry about any of those things. Main thing is get this club head to lead you. I would just come up here and swing it around you like this. Just for a second. And just kind of see it. See yourself move this club head. And feel yourself do that. And then I want you to hit, after that 5 foam balls. Maybe 8 foam balls. Yeah, just really use your hands and arms to really get this club head to move first around you. And notice how even that is causing your knees to move just a little bit. And you're, you know,
Yeah.
even just that, right? And you're not trying to control the club face. You're literally just moving this club head and it's swinging. And you notice your torso's rotating a little bit. It's moving the
So
hips a little bit.
club
That's all
head
great.
leads, never the hands.
Correct. Never the hands, right? So at the top.
So like right here, is my club head leading?
Well, so if you're at impact, and the club head, the first principle is to its maximum possible extent is what you want. So this would be a little bit of club head leading. That would be more.
Wow.
This is how you're going to get the power. So this would not be club head leading. That would be. See how you just move the club head through?
Now how do
There
I?
you go.
The
There you go.
hands. The hands gotta drop at impact. No.
No, just don't worry about all that. It's all going to happen. But the club head is, you're already doing a lot better. Yeah, you feel how you're just moving the club head through?
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. That's it. Boom. You hear the sound?
Yes, that's
You get
where the speed comes from.
Fuck yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Fuck yes, dog.
Dude,
Let's
yeah.
go. Let's go.
There you
Let's
go. There it is. That's how you're going to get all that power. And it's also why you were stopping at impact and why you're not getting through to the finish. The club's going to pull you there. You're going to swing this
Have the
club.
club head fucking lead your body.
Correct. The club's going to pull you to the finish. There you go. See how the club head just pulls you around?
Yeah,
Move
I
the
want
club head
that
through.
fucking. I want that like that finish. Whatever. I hate
Yeah.
I'm so basic, but
No,
you
you're
watch
good.
when Tiger gets a hold of it.
Exactly.
And he finishes right here,
Right.
like that crisp.
It's
or
awesome.
When Rory does it and he literally lets it rest right here.
Yeah.
When they hold posture on a par 3 or
I
whatever.
know. It's beautiful.
It's fucking sexy.
It
bro.
is. It really is. It's classy.
It's
yeah.
so classic.
It's so classy. Yeah. Boom. There you go. Don't even try.
Miles!
There you go. You totally just
Miles,
pulled you
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Oh, baby.
Okay.
Good. So now just whack a couple of these foam balls. Just go ahead and hit them. Hit them freely. Don't try to control anything. Just focus on
And
moving that club head.
They get the fundamentals down, but set up and alignment, that's way down the road, right?
Not way down the road.
Because that fucks me up so much, and you can probably see it already.
It's not. It's not bad. It's just all about procedure. So I have a lesson on that. It's really
And
easy.
like where the shaft lead and all that stuff.
Yeah, you're not anywhere close to totally fucked up, to be quite honest. I'm going to make you consciously competent of it so that you can repeat it and have a sound process for that. But no, it's not killing you. Do you have any sensation of how does the ball get in the air? Do you have to lift it in the air at all?
What do you mean?
How,
Like, I have a really hard time getting the ball in the air. Like,
yeah.
I gone to 2 range sessions this week, and like I hit 1 or 2 crisp, bro.
Do you think should the club lift the ball up in the air?
I think you should almost scoop it, right?
That's the hurdle. There's always a hurdle. So a hurdle is a supposition of the logical mind that's unhelpful and untrue.
Yeah.
Okay, so logically what you're saying makes sense. It's not a crazy idea. It's not the way it plays out. So if you were to scoop it and get under it, and you're swinging at speed, how do you get under the ball when you have a hard ground? The ground would block the club and slow it down. Okay, so your job is just to whack the ball. The club's going to actually hit the ball first. The ball's going to go up the face. It's going to produce backspin. The club has loft. It launches at an angle. So here, let me just show you this real quick. So if I'm scooping it, I can't get it in the air. My job, your job, is just to whack it. Just strike the object. You know, like deliver a blow onto the ball, and don't be concerned with getting it in the air or hitting down or anything like that. It's all going to work itself out. But your job, your prime directive now is just bam, just use this club head swing to strike it.
Use the club head swing to strike it.
Yes. Yeah. See, and now if that phrase works for you, that's how you can stay consistent. Yeah. Good. So in a nutshell, your job is not to lift the ball, your job is to project the ball.
Yes.
The club will lift the ball. Club head leading. Double pendulum and strike it. Nice job, dude. Good. Nice, dude.
Trying to just focus on the club head leading me.
Exactly.
And having that swing dictate my finish, or having that speed.
Yes.
The speed dictates your finish.
Right. So swing the club right through the ball. Right through the ball, right past you. And the club's going to pull you. There you go. Don't worry about getting to the finish. Because I see you almost coming in and then you're trying to get your body up here.
Yes.
That's part of why I was going right in there. You're going to swing the club. All that's just going to happen at the very end, naturally. Don't even worry about any of that.
Yeah.
Make a couple practice motions between each shot.
Yes.
Where you really tap back into the thought,
The feel,
the thought and the feel of really. So even at the downswing, send the club head back to the ball from the top of your swing.
Wait, at the downswing.
Yeah, you feel you're sending. Yeah, see that's better. So go up to the top here. If we're doing this, the club head's not leading.
Yeah.
We want to get the club head. We want to be bringing the club head back to the ball, and then the club head's on its way. And it's
So
just
what was
grip.
So leave it to where it's like.
Yeah, there you go. See how you're moving the club head back to the ball, and that's unloading the body and the
Yes.
arm? That's
Yes.
it. That's it. Bring the club head back and through. Nice. There it is.
Oh my god, I can feel that
You
one
feel that?
getting. That's a golf swing.
That's a golf swing. Exactly. Nice, dude. Mm-hmm. Okay. Perfect. Fucking good, dude. Go ahead and let's hit a couple in the green zone. There it goes. Alright. Mind in the club. Don't let that ball be anything different than the foam ball. There, good job. Move that club head from the top. Boom. There. And you heard a little whoosh even with
Yes.
no more effort. That's a good sign. Mm-hmm. Good job, Everett.
I think I got under it a little bit.
That's fine. That's fine. Good job, Everett. And then these next couple practice swings, I want you to observe yourself as the club head leads you on this side of the swing, the through side.
You want me to observe myself?
Yeah,
Or-
as you move the club, feel and stay real relaxed in the arms, just active with the club head. Swing the club head. And just notice what it feels like as the club head moves past you and pulls you around. There you go.
And that torque you're supposed to feel in your back almost. Like. I get what you're saying.
Hit 3 more balls. Good job, dude.
That one
That was good
That
contact.
felt like the sweet spot. I don't know how far away or anything, but that felt like the sweet spot.
Yep.
Feel that club head. Lead your body.
Job, Everett. Good
So-
job, dude. Okay.
I'm gonna end on that one. That was so
You
good.
are? Okay.
Yeah, no.
Good deal, man. Good deal.
Can I see you hit a couple? Can I see you hit a couple balls, Miles?
Yeah,
See your,
sure.
get a load of your swing.
Sure. Yeah, I don't usually I don't demonstrate in lessons because I don't want
Me to have a different.
an idea of
Yes.
what
Yes.
so
I'm just curious what your swing looks like.
Okay. Yeah, so these clubs are a little long already. They're not standard length because I got to choke up. I'm
Wow.
choking up this much on it.
Wow.
Okay, so it is about an inch long.
Okay.
So I don't think these clubs are actually a bad size for you.
Okay.
My recommend.
Do they fit on me? Like when you saw me?
Yeah, I didn't see a huge issue. I mean, I do see you kind of gripping a little too far on the end. We'll clean that up. Don't worry about that right now. I mean, maybe a perfect set of clubs for you would be a quarter or a half inch longer than those.
Yeah.
But my recommendation would be learn with these. Let's get your swing dialed in, and then
Jump.
I'll
Oh, yeah.
I'll write you
I'm
a
a,
right
I'm
prescription.
a, by the way, I'm a Titleist,
Titleist guy?
I'm a straight Titleist guy.
Okay, that's fine.
Like,
That's fine.
I was thinking the T350s because when I worked at Castle Hills, I swung with them,
Uh-huh.
and they're good for. They're like the Titleist beginner forgiveness club.
Okay.
But I need to listen to what you haven't seen on the train. So
No, I'm not brand specific with that. You can put a great set of clubs together in any manufacturer.
yes. The technology's so good nowadays.
Yeah. So back in the day, like, nowadays everybody makes good clubs. Everybody makes good balls. It wasn't always like that. All right. Let's see.
It's not like when the first Pro V1 came out, it was like broke the game, you know.
Yeah, it was actually the ball I played before that was called the Top Flight Strata. That was the first multi-layer solid core ball. It was crazy, dude. When I was 9, I was like, these wound balls are bullshit. I was like, why are we playing wound balls? And then the Strata came out, and I first played the Strata when I was 10, and I never forget my first shot with that thing, dude. It came off like a fucking rocket, and I was like, oh my god, never hitting a wound ball again. Have not hit a wound ball since I was 10 years old. Funny.
Damn. Holy shit.
Got a little ahead of that one. So that was a body, got a little ahead. Not a bad swing. So your clubs, like if I was fitting myself, right? Your clubs are also a touch heavy for me.
Mm-hmm.
Touch big, a touch heavy. So how's that gonna affect my neurology? It's gonna make me want to use my body too much.
Yeah.
Right. So I went lighter a couple years ago, and that's been a help.
God dang. Look how straight that shit is.
Yeah. So, my body's moving, right? But the goal is to get it to move because of the club. And if you do that, if you notice I'm swinging it real free, like see how I'm not, no tension, I'm not doing anything crazy. So those are the things to look for in my swing. Is kind of like, say I'm setting the club head into motion and all, basic stuff. You look at Tiger do a rehearsal with his driver. What's he doing? This.
Yeah.
Just nice and light, and then he goes and he whacks it. Tiger is consciously competent. He's one of the few pros of all time that is truly consciously competent. Actually.
So your ethos here on the side, you want subconscious competence, or what is it? Number one is unconscious competence.
Yes.
So
So that's when you don't know that you don't know. You think you know, but you really don't.
Yes.
That's not good.
Yes.
I can't help anybody here.
Yes.
Right? Those are the only people I cannot help. If you're unwilling to consciously know that you don't know, this is like the act of bravery, right?
Yes.
Where you're like, fuck, maybe I don't know everything. Maybe there is something to learn, right? Once I get you into phase 2, you can take off lessons from me, right? Which is now I know that I have something to learn, and the thoughts that I previously had were the issue. Which is really the beauty of my message. Like, you're not the problem.
Yes.
It's your information that's the problem.
Yes.
You're great. You can play golf. Not thinking like that, you can't. But change your thoughts and you're good to go. So it's ultimately it's a hopeful message. Then now that you realize that you know that you don't know, you are consciously incompetent. Now you can learn something, become consciously competent. People that are naturals, this was my issue. I'm a golf prodigy.
Yeah.
Okay, I could hit the ball at 16 months old, pure.
Yeah.
Okay, when I was 3, I was striping the fucking ball.
When did you first break 80? When you were like 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 or 11, yeah. I broke 100 for the first time when I was 9. But I broke 100 for the first time when I was 9 in 40-mile-per-hour winds on the coast. It was wild, dude. I remember that. The sun was setting. It was getting dark.
How old are you, Miles?
38.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I was born in 87.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. You're about 25 now?
26.
26? Okay. Cool. Awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a crazy day, man. I was just out there fucking playing lights out. I was seeing the reads. I was making 50-foot putts in every hole. Shot 44 on the back nine. Broke 100 for the first time, and then I was kind of off to the races. That unlocked me, and then I don't remember exactly. The next thing I remember is being 12 and shooting 71. But yeah, but I didn't know all this shit then, right?
Yes.
Like, I mean, I learned some things, right? But I was subconsciously competent, so I wasn't. Now I'm way more consistent, right? I was a scrambler, you know what I mean? I could get up and down from behind a tree and shit like that, you know? I was that kind of a player.
Yeah.
I made like every putt I looked at and all this shit, you
Yeah.
know, like. Which is why I didn't take it professionally, you know what I mean? Part of the reason. Like, if I had known all this stuff then, I'd probably been real freaking good. But anyway. That was a better swing. Didn't pick it up. Alright, that's my swing. So.
Dude, when are you free next? Do you have like a schedule I can look at and just like book stuff, or?
It's coming on the website, but let's reschedule.
Because I would come to you like sometime this weekend for lesson number 2.
Okay. So what I
And do you keep track of like where I'm at in my game? Like, do you have somewhere where you do that, where it's like lesson number 2?
Yeah. So here's how it works with the coaching. Okay, I don't charge per session.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I charge by the result.
Oh,
Okay, so however many sessions it takes, that's not. It's kind of like it really doesn't matter, right? So kind of what I'm thinking for you, because what you want is what you expressed to me in the text is that you want the full deal.
Yeah.
You want to go all the way to artist golfer. I'm shooting in the 70s.
I would
want.
love to be a scratch golfer, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I can get you there. Basically, my pricing model is about to change completely. So you're kind of getting in at a good time. I'm gonna make you especially since you're gonna be a good ambassador. I'm gonna give you my hybrid pricing model, which is basically someone would basically learn most of it online, and they take a couple integration lessons from me. You're gonna get that all in person.
Yeah.
At that price.
Yeah.
So from 0 to golfer, basically there's 0 to golfer, 0 to avid, 0 to artist. Every level of that is going to be priced at less than a set of irons. So what's a set of irons? $900.
Yeah.
Okay, so 0 to golfer, $750.
Yeah.
My current pricing is $1,000 for that because I didn't have the hybrid. So the price actually come down in the hybrid. So 0 to golfer, $750. You got a couple more sessions left at least to complete that. It's usually a median of about 8 sessions per level.
Oh, nice.
So it brings the price way down. If you wanted to take one lesson from me, I would charge at least $250 for the session.
Yeah.
So this is not anywhere close to that model.
Yeah.
So you want to go from 0 to artist. The total deal would be $2,250 for the whole curriculum basically.
Yeah.
And then you can pay in installments, right?
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? So you might want to pay me $250 a month for the next X months.
For the next year, whatever.
For the next year or whatever, and then we get there. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of how I do business these days.
Okay,
Does
sweet.
that make sense?
Sweet.
Yeah.
But you also like you keep in track mentally or somewhere of where my game is at. Like when I come in here for like the 4 of like the 8 for the 4 for like 4 of 8 on the first one. Like okay.
I already know what we gotta talk about next lesson.
Nice.
Yeah. But here's the beauty of it. So the other thing is you're gonna be really more in touch with it. I mean, I'll give you an example. Okay, Keith. Okay, he's a middle-aged guy shooting in the high 90s.
Where's he playing right here?
He plays at Broadwood.
Nice.
Keith Harmon, but he played Lake Park today, so it's a little bit easier of a course. But he's taken 7 lessons with me in the last 3 months, and he just shot 77 today. So I can't charge by the hour, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta charge by the result, too, you know what I mean? Like, that's badass, right? You know, I mean, I have golfers going from I've never.
Now,
touched
would
a
you be able to
club.
go to would you go to Brightwood with me sometime for a range session?
I can't there.
Why not?
I could do it like at Lake Park or Tour 18.
Are they just weird there because you used to work there?
Mm-hmm.
Zach.
That's why. Not even. It's the whole.
Even if we went on like Wednesday at 11 in the morning when it's dead.
I've done that, dude. I've gone there, and
where they can't even know you're on the range.
no, dude. Check this out.
Like, I check into the pro shop and you're down on the range and we meet.
Bro,
That's crazy.
no, watch. Literally, dude. I was there with a buddy a couple years ago, and I mean, I was just there hitting balls, and he's hitting balls, and I'm looking at him, and I said like, "Hey man, like just watch this thing," and then I went back to hitting my balls. You know what I mean? Not there giving him a golf lesson. You know what I mean? Nothing close to that. I got a call from Vinny like an hour later, like, "Maz, you can't be doing that shit," and I was like. What?
I don't think Vinny's still there, is he?
I was like, what shit? Is he not there?
I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd he go?
I don't know. I think he's like, because Brightwood got bought out not so long ago.
Right.
I think you'd be okay, bro.
Oh, so Broadwell got bought out.
Dude, like, if Zach's not the weird one about it, like, because I just got my membership this last week and I've had 2 range sessions before
Is
I came
Champion
here.
Golf not the golf
I don't
thing?
think so, no.
So I might be good then.
Dude, well, like, they're also, like, if it were obvious you were giving me a literal, like, if we were just, like, they would not be, I don't think they're weird about it, because, like, I saw a dude the other day, no, they only let members go to the range, but this dude was like, oh, my friend's about to pull up, and like, alright, we'll just wait out there. Like, I think you'd be able to, especially.
Dude, I might go over there and try to talk to the manager, explain who I am,
Yeah.
and my history and what I've been doing there, and work out a way
Deal.
I could teach over there sometime again.
You totally fucking should.
I could do that.
You should
now.
hop on with Zach, and then also have this, and then also be doing this.
Yeah, still be doing this, but yeah, because I like the swings, because all the teaching business would be too distracting on the driving range. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then there's times where you want to go out and apply it, right? So
Well, yeah, because I would want to go see our results outside. You know.
Yeah, you will. So the answer is yes. We can find a way to do that. I do think that learning in the studio is ideal.
Yes,
for a
no,
lot of it.
learning
'Cause it's
learning
no
out here, but then
distraction.
implementing it.
Correct, 100%. So, dude, I did not know that, dude. If Steve and his
Well,
company,
I'm going to hit some balls there tomorrow, and I can ask some more questions about that.
ask some questions for me.
Do you remember Rob McDougal? You see a marshal there? He's like a pilot.
Yeah.
He's like my buddy Bryson. Everybody lives in DC. That's his dad.
Really?
And he's like a head volunteer there. I'll ask him about the leadership structure.
Ask him, yeah. Nice, dude.
Oh shit.
Good, dude. That came
How
off.
far did that go?
You didn't even swing on that one. That one. That was an easy.
I was just focusing on the club head.
Yeah, you just chipped that 100 yards doing nothing. So let's get together next weekend.
Next weekend?
Yeah, or I could even do next. Next weekend would be great. I could do next Friday at the same time. I'm going to the Louisville Chamber Gala that night.
Oh,
You might
so
be
am
going
I.
there too. Okay, we'll be there together. All right, sweet, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, we'll be seeing each other a lot.
Oh fuck yeah.
But next Saturday I'm open if you want to do
So
something.
you're part of the
Saturday.
chamber around here, just promoting your shit?
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
So we're about to go into a second fundraising round with Golf Everywhere, man. And there's a finder's fee on the cash. Any money or introductions raised.
Or if I get someone to give you a lesson, or if I bring someone, my brother's probably gonna get in
investors.
here.
For lessons?
Yeah.
I'll definitely give you a sales commission on lessons that you can apply to your thing. But also for Golf Everywhere, the campus. You know about that, right?
Yes.
The country club thing I'm building?
Yes, I've heard about it.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So, I'm about to go into a second fundraising round for that. We're finishing up our pitch deck like this week.
Oh, nice.
So I probably gotta buy my current investors out and move that thing along. That's another conversation. We'll talk about that. But what's your next Saturday look like?
I cannot next Saturday.
Okay.
Our Sunday.
What could you sneak out? So Friday, could you?
I can't do my next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are fucked.
What about Thursday? Could you come after work on Thursday?
I could come at like 5 or 6 on Thursday. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, let's do 6 o'clock on Thursday.
Perfect.
Okay. Awesome. That works great, actually. I'll send you the calendar invite.
Bet. I just put it in my calendar.
Okay. Yeah, do you like, so how's that, do you want to work for the payment rhythm? Do you want to do $250 a month until we complete the package?
Yeah.
Does that kind of work for you in your
Yeah.
budget?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you Zelle?
Yeah, I can tell.
Okay. Zelle to my email address, which I'll text it to you right now. It's miles@everywhere.golf. Sick, dude. This is awesome.
And so just $250 a month
Until we reach the
Fuck yeah.
2250 marker, and then at that point, I'm basically on the hook to deliver the result.
fuck yes.
Yeah.
Definitely a result worth having.
Oh yeah. No, it's an investment in your career, your life,
Yes.
your self-esteem, your personal desire, all kinds of things. So I'm grateful that you want to do that. Miles, MYLES, at everywhere.golf.
No, bet. So just like weekly shit every month?
Well, so at a certain point you won't need to come every week.
Yeah.
Usually once a week for a little while. First probably
Couple.
1 to 2 months.
Yeah.
Probably come every week, and then you'll go on a trip, or some will have a scheduling, or you'll have a concept, and I'll be like, Everett, take 2 weeks and just let this marinate. You know what I mean, kind of thing.
But that means I still be going to the range and implementing our stuff, right?
So you've become the coach. You were, I was helping you a little bit in there. I actually coached you more than I normally do in the first session. I don't know why I did that. It worked. I was just felt inclined to do that. I don't know why exactly, but at first, right? I told you about the swing, and you started figuring it out.
Yes.
Right. And so I'm gonna teach you how to become very observant to yourself, which is also a great skill. And you're gonna go out on the range, and say you make a swing that you don't want to make, you're gonna know exactly what the fuck happened, exactly what to think about, and how to keep yourself moving.
Yeah.
Cool, brother.
Good shit, Miles.
All right, man. Enjoy that
Good
book
stuff.
too, brother.
Dude, I will.
Thank
I'm
you,
going to read
brother.
up on this tonight. Good stuff. I'm pumped for this, bro. I really
Dude, me
want to
too,
become
man.
Scratch. If I could, it's super fucking ambitious, but like Scratch for the next year.
So that would be great. So scratch in the next year, I guess. To be clear, I can't exactly promise you that.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
Right.
No, you can't probably. So much has to be up to me.
So basically, I can run you through the whole artist curriculum, and I do think it's probably reasonable that you'll break 80.
Yeah.
In the context of this package, if
Yeah.
you want, if you're shooting if you're breaking 80, you become a single digit handicap.
Yes.
That's more of an artist golfer, right? That's better than Avid. Avid's like a 15 handicap. You'll be better than that. So I promise you that in this. And then if you want to get to, say you're shooting 77, you're like, Miles, work with me to get to scratch. We'll figure some out, Or say you talk to freaking 5 people and you start bringing people in here, I'll be like, Everett, I'll coach you to the end of time until you're scratch. You see what I mean?
No, I'm trying to get. I'm gonna fucking help you out, bro.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
I appreciate
We'll
you,
hit it
man.
hard. We'll hit it hard, bro.
All right, man. Well, good shit, dude. Enjoy your weekend, brother.
Thank you, Miles.
I appreciate you.
I'll see you around, bro.
Yeah, man.
Thanks again, dude.
Oh, let me get some Brittany.
Have a blessed one.
You too,
Make a
man.
little
Thank you,
note
brother.
there.
Yeah.